Let's get started. Welcome to Summer's Madness Live. JCBW, apfns, a play FN station, Anthony Stone, Bozawood, Chelsea Bozawood. We're going to be doing this in two parts because I'm going to use several different games. That's just some beat I've made here on a little beat generator thing. It don't sound that good. But this is a TV production, so that don't really matter. Christine is going to start out here with Bertha Butts, one of the oldest females in the JCBW. She dates back to the very beginning of the creations. Chicky check, microphone check 1. Chicky check, microphone check 2. Let's get that off for a second here and let me go over here for a second. I had to use my phone, so just to make the beat. I want to at least have an intro music before we get this thing on the road, shall we? Let me go over here to Trovo and make sure everything is working okay before we get started here. Sorry for the silence. That's the way live events are, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, I am live on Trovo. Let's let me play for a second. I'm going to shut up. That's the way live events are, ladies and gentlemen. And we are live. And yes, I am live on Trovo. Let's let me play for a second. I'm going to shut up. That's the way live events are, ladies and gentlemen. And now I can't get it to go off. This phone is acting crazy today. Okay, here we go. Now our first match is Christine, the girl in GTA. And now her boss Bozawood has been revealed in GTA as well. GTA Online. Here we go. I used all custom pictures for this one, as opposed to the WWE, with the exception of the NWO Brandon in the corner. I wanted to put the NWO in there. I might have actually said NWA, I don't know. But NWO, as you know, was one of the original things that this show started out with. In 1999. When it was action figures. I'm going to go and do that with all my JCBW shows. And there we are, Summer's Madness is on its way. Bertha runs from that Christine. I actually like that little arena. I got her out. Christine goes down on the mat. She's not on her good game today. Normally Christine's a mean bitch, but she's finally met an even meaner bitch in Bertha. Dating back to 2000. One of the oldest creations in the wrestling, next to Rilla Saturn and Vicky, and Rilla's got a new name. But he's the same character. And down goes Christine. She's getting dominated by Bertha here. Totally dominated. Now she's going for the pin. This is going to be a squasher, y'all. I can't get her up. That ain't fair. I couldn't get nothing to work. Let's do a rematch. This is a live show. She's going to get a rematch, y'all. This isn't how I intended Summer Madness to start off. But that's how it started out, as a disaster. We're going to give her the rematch. I couldn't even get the freaking buttons to work. Sucks. God, it's going to mess up again. Ew! Oh! She rubbed her butt in the face! Butt to the face! Butt to the face! Butt to the face! That was nasty! That was nasty! Roberta Butt rubbed her butt in the face! My God! Only imagine if that'd been the old ECW game. And the whatever it's called, WWF Attitude. Imagine Bertha Butts rubbing her butt in the face in Attitude or the ECW Hardcore Revolution. Now in those games, she was as big as you could go. She was a very obese woman. This WWE has limits about how big you can make them, which sucks. But the original Bertha Butts is really, really huge. Butt to the face. Butt to the face. Butt to the face. Now Christine's finally getting some hits on this monster named Bertha. I forgot how to get her back into the ring. She's going back to the ring. Nothing's working right today. These sticks aren't working. The buttons aren't working. And Bertha counters. Bertha counters again. Down goes Christine in her pale pink boots. I was the one who made the call to give the rematch. I know there's not supposed to be rematches in wrestling. That first one was just too terrible. Even if Christine gets beat, at least she's got a fighting chance here, not just getting dominated by this monster named Bertha Butts, and she's getting dominated anyway. Down goes Christine on the mat. Hope you are enjoying your Saturday. And Bertha Butts has won, and there's no more rematches, Christine. I'm sorry, you just couldn't cut it. We gave you another try. And Bertha Butts, the original woman in JCBW, has won. Christine just could not take her on, and that was a lackluster match, ladies and gentlemen. lackluster. Like I said, I'm going to do this in several parts. Because I'm going to use some other gaming. Some other games. So this is just part one of Summer's Madness. Or Summer Madness. Let's go ahead and do a tag team match. And it's going to be a tornado tag. I like tornadoes better. The Bozowood brothers are going to return for Summer's Madness. Let's make sure we get the arena. I'm bad at that. I mess up all the time. And he's going to be wrestling his grandfather, Al Curley. The guy is on all kinds of life extension technology. He shouldn't be wrestling, y'all. He's a really, really old man. His partner is going to be Vlad TPs. On the other side is Bad Brad Bozowood. And Jeff is going to be running this Fallout 76 outfit here on JCBW Summer's Madness. And this is almost as long as the intros that happened during the EC. Who will make the first move? Bozowood was counter. And Vlad TPs has got Bozowood, and the grandfather has got Brad over there in red. Jeff's getting some beat downs here on Vlad TPs. The Vladster Dracula. Smack to the face. Up goes Dracula. Dracula counters. Gets a high risk maneuver on Bozowood. Grandfather's got Brad over there down on the mat. Now Jeff's got Vlad on the mat. Kicking the hell out of him. Goes for a pin. One count. Struggles Jeff to get off the mat. He struggles. He gets up. Hit in the face with Vlad, but Vlad takes him back down. Brad over there. Well, he had Grandfather Curley. The Grandfather Curley. Reversed real quick. Jeff sure is using the kicks here today. Up goes Bozowood. Against the ropes. Against the turnbuckle. Hal Curley with the high risk maneuver. Got the lads going for the pin. Can Jeff stop him? Can Jeff stop him? And the Bozawoods lost. Boo. And Vlad and Al are your winners. I'm not doing too well with this gameplay though. I think Al's got him a new partner. I think Al's got him a new friend. Vlad Teepees. One of Al's AI creations. That's another lackluster match. 2 lacklusters live on JCBW Summer's Madness. I am going to take a rest and go with AI right now. And I'm going to do this commentary. Because I'm sucking at the gameplay and I don't want all of my people that I'm picking to lose. So I'll leave it up to random. I like random anyway. A lot of the JCBW is sometimes that. It's just me doing commentary. So it's normal for me to do that. Since I'm not going to be doing, let's stick with the tag teams here. We're going to do a female tag team match. See who we want her partner to be. Looks like Jill Boza would be her partner. The scumbags of, you know what, I can't say it because we're on a streamer. And you got to be careful with that. But they're back. Where? It's been regrouping. Because they've been left. S-O-I. Where is her manager? Has he disappeared out of the... Has he disappeared? I am not... Oh, there he was. Can't pick him... Oh, I can't... I said over there. I'm going to be the manager. I want to be the manager. I don't want to be the... Let's see, let's just start over. Make sure everything's calm but the manager. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I see it. I couldn't tell. Because it had that player one on it. So let's see. Let's go back up. Abira, Tire 2. And I want to be the manager. And I'm going to be the manager of the bad dudes. Okay. Align themselves with the serpents. We'll let the other... Now I'm going to be the manager. And I will be Bath. I'll be as the manager. Make sure I'm playing it. Okay. Now which one? Oh, I didn't see. I'm bad at changing the ring. I knew I'd mess up, and I messed up. But I guess we'll just have to be the Clash of the Champions for this match. But Summer's Madness. I just wanted to make sure I got everything right. And then I got the ring wrong. So we got the Serpents and TSA. And I am Mr. Bath, the leader of the Serpents. And now we got Abira versus Layla. There we go. That'll be better. Abira versus Layla. I better keep him in the corner because he'll get banned. Going on right now in the match. In the Rome ring. Boza Wood is Jails Boza Wood's daughter. Not all the Curlies go by Boza Wood. They're not all Boza Wood. But she is Jill Boza Wood. Her daddy even trained her. As you notice, she's wearing the same outfit. Not all of his daughters he trained. As you know, he's had several marriages. Got a beer out there. We haven't been seeing Layla much because I quit using the Serpents there for a while. But the Serpents are returned. After they lost to Abira was their #1 wrestler who was in the match as a light. Kicks in the back with Jill Boza Wood. Anything. Now Jill Boza Wood. And Rafe is there. And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. We're live. We're live in the corner. And we really are live. Back. Oh, she reversed it. She reversed it. Little girl's taking her down. And finally, Rate gets in. PSA has been around since 2012. They have finally made their return. We got the good, tries to go for a pin. We got the good TSA agents in there as well. These are the bad ones. You know, there's good and bads and everything. These are the bad ones here. These are crooked TSA. Then we got the good ones over there. With Sadie and all them in it. Okay. There's good and bad cops. There's good and bad TSA agents. There's good and bad postal workers. There's good and bad ends and everything. She's got her knee breaker. Whoa, she makes the pin and little Layla's back in the ring. Little Layla. She's a little girl. Whoa, that's a big kick. Big kick from a little girl. Another big kick. Now remember, Layla's from Britain. If she's married, they married her. Two count. Boza Wood gets up. That's Miss Boza Wood. Kick to the back. And she goes for the pin again. Can she do it? Can she do it? Can she do it? She couldn't do it. Abira stopped her. Smack to the back with Reap on Abira. Bear goes to the floor. Bozowood goes up. Counter! Down goes Layla. She's trying to run to make a pin. Yoss is going to try to make a pin. She's going to try to make it. Can she do it? Can Layla get up? No, she's going up. She's in now. 1, 2, 3. Jill cannot believe that she couldn't beat this little girl. She thought she was superior. Well, she's a big old woman. Layla's a little tiny thing. Here we go! Bozowood's going for the pin. Didn't make the pin. Bass on his best behavior tonight. He don't want to get banned. Down goes little Layla. Comes Abira! And then comes Drake. Kick to the knee. Up goes! Yeah! Abira. You can't get her. 2 count. 2 count. 2 count. They're going to be taking over JCBW like the Taliban taking over Afghanistan. It's on. 1, 2, 2 count. 3 count. And they win. Woo, even though I was Bass, I was still hoping the other team would win. A little Layla there. And great. And that will be it for the first installment of JCBW's Summer Madness. We'll be back before August is over with another edition. See y'all soon. APS signing out to this game, and we'll be going over to GTA here in a little bit when I get a chance. If I'm not installing my air conditioner, I probably won't until later, so we'll see. And then if that's the case, well then I'll be back later. Either tonight or Sunday. If I fall asleep tonight, I'll be back Sunday. Hope you enjoyed.